Okay, Keenan, I got a question, man.
Talk to me.
I know you was on the promo side for a very long time, so you saw some things.
Where is this going?
No, ain't going too crazy.
Keenan, like, hold on now.
Nah, that's
I
good.
wanted to ask you, like, what are some things that you think an artist tends to blame the label, which is inaccurate?
I want to know. Yeah,
good question.
Because I worked at the promo side for a
question.
year. I worked at Warner Records, and sometimes I saw
That's
when
a
I
good
had
question.
I had a corporate card.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool. I kept saying, I was like, damn, I had to do my little
Expense chart.
expenses. I said, oh, this goes to the artist budget? Wow.
Mm.
Damn, I didn't know that.
I took some more as I had to eat. I paid for everybody. It was $750. I go to the artist budget? Wow. What are some things that, are misconceptions that artists may say, man, it's y'all fault?
I mean, I've seen many a times when, as a promo guy, we've delivered, success, for artists on records, whether it be number ones, top 10s, top 5s. But the minute a record doesn't work, y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. I've had that happen many a time, actually. And I don't even take it personal. I know what it is. Like, I learned early in this game, it's a delicate dance that we have to do as record people, especially on the promo side, as far as building bridges and relationships with artists. Like, to one degree, we're literally most times the first line of defense when it comes to showing them how to be artists in front of people, because when they do promo, they're getting in front of people like yourself. And a lot of times they don't really have the tools to communicate properly, to actually have conversations where they know how to give the right answers and not put themselves in bad situations. So what happens with that is you build the trust with these artists, in that process early on. So that's the great part, right? On the way up, you're helping them build, you watching them grow, and they get all the success. But then, to the point about the management part, where people get snip, it's the same kind of dichotomy when they get super big and all of a sudden they're not as big as they were, and they may fucking deliver a dud. And you may take that dud top 10 because that's the, you have an interest and a stake in the artist. You believe in them. You was with them from the beginning. But this just ain't the record. But they'll throw your ass under the bus so goddamn quick and make your head spin. But like I said, I ain't take it personal at this point. It's the game. At the end of the day, I would hope that my overall track record of success across a lineage of artists speaks to what I contributed as opposed to what I did with one artist or one record.
Now, let me ask you this. Is it true that you could pay for a number one record?
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. I just see this on the internet all the time where you get industry experts and they were like, hey, it costs this to go to number one, and when you see these artists going number one, it's because the labels are doing this and doing that.
Let me start. Let me start.
It takes marketing.
I'm from a different era, bro.
You have to pay for marketing.
So for me, let's just get this out the way. For me, even speaking on platforms is a big deal. One,
Sure. That's a fact.
Speaking on gang business is even more of a big deal for me. So for me, like, whatever is known, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, you have to have a great record in order to put it in position to go number one.
There you go.
I'll say that. Yes, are there budgets involved with working records? Of course. There's budgets involved with every department at a record label. Just like there's a digital department that needs a budget to move things around. There's a marketing department that needs a budget to move things around. There's a radio budget as well. But if that record ain't shit, that record's going to stall at 20 because the record ain't researching. So at the end of the day, you need a really, really good record that's connecting with the audience in order for it to go number one. So can you pay for a number one? I wouldn't agree with that. Do you need a great team to position a record to go number one and a budget to support that? Of course. Absolutely.
And
that was a good ass answer.
That was a good answer because the reason why I asked that is because people making it seem like it doesn't matter what type of music it is. Like, you can instantly pay to go number one. So that's why I'm glad we got experts in the room to really break it down.
So I get so many conversations about people who hire independent people and they say, man, I gave this so-and-so person this amount of money and my record ain't even chart. Well, was the record good, first of all? Let's start there.
Right.
And sometimes you're dealing with people who are maybe call themselves professional, but they're just looking for a check. One thing I can say about myself, and I will toot my horn in this regard, I never took no money that I didn't believe in. If I didn't believe in a record or believe in an artist, I'm not taking your bread.
It ain't worth the headache.
It ain't worth you diminishing my reputation.
For sure.
Like, the headache is one thing, but my reputation is a whole nother thing. That's why to this day I can walk in any room, my head high, and know there's no one in that room that could say Keenan did him dirty. Ever. You'll never find that person. If they did, they full of shit. You feel me? So
sure.
you gotta with anything, you need to vet the people that you're dealing with, but you also need to vet your goddamn product.
Yeah.
Is that product worthy?